Welcome back. In sports news, to begin with that victory of the Super Eagles over Ethiopia. They've taken a huge step towards qualifying for the 2014 FIFA World Cup after, of course, their impressive away victory over the Iweala Antelopes of Ethiopia in Addis Ababa. The African champions came back from a goal down to win the first leg of the World Cup playoff match, 2-1. In this report, our sports correspondent Austin Okonjo-iweala highlights Nigeria's chances of qualifying for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil.
Ethiopia was the superior team in the first half and took a well-deserved lead after 56 minutes when Nigerian goalkeeper Vincent Nyama misjudged a cross from the Hali Sefa.
Caught off guard. Is that a goal? That's a goal! They've even given the goal!
The Super Eagles didn't stop fighting and got the equalizer in the 67th minute via Emmanuel Menike's super strike. After the game, we spoke to some football fans and they are optimistic Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup.
It is expected, but it's very unfortunate that at this time we keep talking about one small team. Does not mean us anymore. Everybody is serious about football. This match is as good as over, but it's just that in football they say it's not over until it is over. But in my kind of opinion, the match, it has finished it on the other side.
Of course, Nigeria did well. Actually, it was a best and it was an excellent performance for them today. Although we have it was a little bit difficult for us, but later we found out that we won the match. To me, I think they should be able to qualify for the next World Cup in Brazil.
There's a popular saying that every Nigerian football fan is a coach. Some of them had words to say to Coach Stephen Keshi.
Try to do some little adjustments. Maybe the midfield is not really good. What I noticed about the midfield today is not really good. They should do more something about the midfield.
One thing I want to tell Keshi is, I think Amiobi, I want to bring in this because it's always, I always have it in my mind. I think Keshi should do away with Amiobi for Saze. That's my own opinion. Amiobi is not, I don't know what he's doing in that thing. But Saze is to me, Saze should come in. We should try Saze and give some Nigerians, Saze should come in.
Super Eagles will appreciate a 1-1 scoreline, of course, if they can get another one. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty.
Emmanuel Menike's second goal from the penalty spot made it a near impossible dream for Ethiopia, who are hoping to make a debut at the World Cup finals and puts Nigeria in pole position to Brazil.
Oh, there it is. Nigeria score the second goal, 2-1. It's a fine operation for Stephen Keshi.
Well, with this victory in Addis Ababa, Nigerians can safely say that the Super Eagles have a part of their wing ready to take off for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. And when the deal is finally done on the 16th of November in Calabar, then they can confidently say that the Super Eagles have landed in Brazil. Austin Okonjo-iweala, Channels Television News.
Well, President Goodluck Jonathan has described the victory of the Super Eagles in Ethiopia as very remarkable and an indication that the country is moving on despite the numerous challenges it has. At the 2013 edition of A Sacrifice of Praise at the Presidential Villa, the President said the players showed that they are African champions by winning a crucial away victory. A victory he believes has put Nigeria in pole position to pick the 2014 World Cup ticket.
When I visited the Eagles at their training camp, some of you probably watched it. And I told them that, look, you must win this match. And you must lead this country. That you must win this match and you must lead this country to the World Cup. So that the world may know that even with our challenges, our country is moving on. So it's a major coincidence that today that they played, and indeed we won, and that we are praising God today. So looking at our challenges, sometimes you get so despaired that you begin to think that, is this country moving? Are we going to be weighed down by these enormous challenges? But I can reassure you that with your prayers and our commitment, Nigeria must move on.
An excited President Goodluck Jonathan encouraged by the win today. Our Sports Minister Bolaji Abdullahi believes Nigeria's away victory is well deserved. He said he was very happy with the result, as the win will now make the country's quest to qualify for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil a lot easier. He commended the technical team led by coach Stephen Keshi and the footballers for a job well done. Abdullahi also thanked President Goodluck Jonathan for his constant motivation and support of the team, especially with the provision of funds. Well, Nigeria is already preparing for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. Moments after securing the victory over Ethiopia, the Football Federation and its match agent, Gyro Patron, confirm an international friendly against Italy. A match against the former world champions will hold at Craven Cottage in London on November 18th at 7:45 p.m. The Super Eagles will also play Jordan in Oman on October the 28th. This match will serve as Jordan's preparation for their World Cup playoff match against Uruguay. Meanwhile, 8 players have been given wild cards to feature in the main draws of Lagos Tennis Championship, the Governor's Cup, which begins on Monday. A wild card was made possible courtesy of the concession given by International Tennis Federation to the local federation to have its players play in the main draws. In the men's category, Samuel Omoile, Joseph Ime and Umaru Belamin, as well as Senegalese Daudu Ndiaye, will join other Nigerians who fought their way through the qualifiers. The female category has the likes of Sarah Adegoke, Jumoke Akingbade, Blessing Samuel and US-based Idia Amem. Other players that qualified for the main draws are John Otu, Abdullahi Hamidu and Loveth Nadozie. Away from sports news, now to the foreign scene. An inquiry has been ordered by Egypt's public prosecutor into the death of a U.S. citizen who was found hanging from a bathroom door by his belt and shoelaces in a police cell. The 66-year-old man, named retired U.S. military officer James Henry, was reported to have been heading for the Gaza Strip in August when he was detained in North Sinai for violating a curfew. The curfew was put in place across large parts of Egypt under a decree by the interim government to quell unrest following the ousting in July of Islamist President Mohamed Morsi. A U.S. embassy official in Cairo said the death was an apparent suicide because authorities had told him they were extending his detention by a further 30 days. A religious Hindu festival turned awry in India when 89 people died in a stampede today. Officials said the stampede may have been sparked by a rumor that a bridge near the Ratanga temple in Madhya Pradesh state was about to collapse. The narrow bridge is about 500 meters long and had only recently been built following another stampede in 2007. While other reports suggested the police sparked panic by using batons to control the crowd. The dead include 42 women, 30 children and 17 men.
The festival is a regular one in India. The holy festival of Dussehra at the Ratanga temple in a forest outside of the town of Data, just 390 kilometers north of the Madhya Pradesh state capital, Bhopal. This time, a journey looked forward to did not go as planned. Nearly 150,000 devotees were to make it on this bridge, but they panicked when the railings broke, triggering the stampede. Some devotees were crushed to death under the feet of fellow worshippers. Others drowned after falling or jumping into the river Sindh. Local media said the police used batons to control the crowd, prompting many to panic. The injured were rushed to Gwalior for treatment and hospitalization. India has had regular deaths at its Hindu festivals. In February this year, a stampede killed at least 36 Hindu pilgrims who were part of the world's largest religious festival, attracting some 30 million people. In 2011, more than 100 died at a festival in the southern state of Kerala. And inside Jodhpur's Miranga fort, more than 220 people were killed in 2008 in a stampede at the Chamunda Devi Hindu temple.
And the main news again. Former head of state General Yakubu Gowon has revealed he would only support a genuine national conference. And the PDP has won the senatorial election in Delta Central, while the APC alleges fraud. The Super Eagles of Nigeria victory over Ethiopia has brought them closer to a qualification for the World Cup in Brazil. And sadly, a stampede at a religious festival in India has left 89 people dead. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.